The implementation of virtual reality hardware and software into the IKEA company's furniture division would enrich and improve the company's already high levels of customer satisfaction and would also fill a void in the market for at-home home decor. The idea of implementing VR improves IKEA's customer relations and introduces a new point-of-sale system, which would allow the company to better keep information up to date, such as information on sales, stock, and buying habits. Through the use of the VR hardware, either proprietary or in-store, a customer could explore their room and decorate it fully while seeing a 3D rendered version of that room. Alongside the core values of IKEA's name recognition in furniture, the customers would have the added value of being able to decorate a room and decide if they liked it without having to pay for sketches or furniture. They would also be able to access this product from home without having to go to the store to browse furniture. VR technology is the term used to describe a three-dimensional computer-generated environment which can be explored and interacted with by a person. VR technology, although mostly being used for gaming, has potential to be a platform for customers to fully decorate their house, either in store or at home. Commercial VR has been an increasing market for the last few years, with companies such as Google, Oculus, and Sony all fighting for presence in this growing market, even allowing phone users to provide a VR experience for themselves. By utilizing these commercial VR products, IKEA would be able to provide a product that customers could use to virtually explore their houses and place down their furniture at a literal press of a button. Since its introduction, VR technology has started to progress to a point where it's no longer just in its testing phase, but is having a real-world impact and fundamentally changing how we learn. A prime example of this is how it allows people to better educate and prepare themselves. Take, for example, the procedure of an extremely complex and life-threatening surgery can now be fully practiced and mastered within the confines of a VR system. Instead of placing ourselves in a position where we're able to make these fatal mistakes, we're now able to engage with technology that can just help us better ourselves. It has finally started to fundamentally change the way we approach many real-world situations. As mentioned previously in a few examples, VR technology has enabled a change that will bring on a new area of precision and skill. Areas such as military and space technology, entertainment and physical sciences have all started the process of changing how they approach various situations. The key differences resulting from these changes is that people are now able to train in a more realistic and adaptable environment, fundamentally changing the way we are learning and overall improving not only how we learn, but the precision, skill and technique involved with that. Many examples of this are present, such as molecular research becoming easier to interact with, breaking down the barrier of the screen, and allowing real-time interaction coupled with the understanding of this experience to directly further one's learning and research. There are a number of positive impacts that a shift into the VR retailing options could have for companies such as IKEA and its customers. For the consumer, the ease of access afforded by being able to preview potential purchases in a 3D environment within their own home makes interior decoration for the average user a simple task. Further to this, the in-home aspect cuts out the travel time completely when considering the occasionally remote nature of IKEA warehouses. For the retailer itself, IKEA will be able to further reduce overheads by requiring fewer retail assistants but slightly more warehousing staff. Due to the nature of the roles, this is unlikely to be a like-for-like shift, thereby reducing company expenditure. If this reduction results, for a company that markets itself as an affordable furniture option, lower prices may be passed on to customers. There are, however, negative impacts to the introduction of VR catalogs. For digital immigrants, the adoption of VR tech will be slow. As Prensky said in 2001, as digital immigrants learn to adapt to their environment, they always retain, to some degree, their accent, that is, their foot in the past. The combination of a paper catalogue and visiting the store will likely remain the most desirable option for these users, and if VR results in the smaller stores or fewer staff, then this impact would be twofold. Further to this, the IKEA of recent times has become something of a community experience. With the size of their locations combined with the popularity of their restaurants, customers go to these stores not just to shop. Mayer noted in 1999 that interaction ought to not be substituted for community, and by reducing the need for that shopping in person, the community aspect becomes reduced with it. Groups impacted by such a change in cataloguing go beyond just the consumer and retailer, as mentioned above. With the shopping experience moving to people's homes, then the delivery option would receive a much higher take-up rate. Currently, IKEA employ third-party delivery companies for their delivery services. A direct role and impact of more delivery orders would be increased revenues for these delivery companies and potentially more employment in this industry. Further, the introduction of VR technology into a retail setting of the scale of IKEA would stand to increase the exposure of VR technology as a whole and display the potential of its uses beyond gaming and entertainment, where most of the focus currently lies. An increase in this technology could expose much more, and increase research and development into further improvements and iterations to complement VR usage. The Technology Acceptance Model, TAM, is based on users' perception of the system and the product and measures of a system's perceived usefulness, ease of use, and attitude towards the use of the system/product of this results in the actual use of the product. So, by positioning our transformation as being easy to use and as being useful, the likelihood of this product succeeding is much higher. The Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology, UTA-UT, is similar to the TAM, as it is based on the consumer's willingness to adopt a system. However, the UTA-UT can also be used to create questionnaires in order to search for information from users. The UTA-UT uses 7 hypothesized determinants to measure the user's interaction of information, technology. They are as follows: performance expectancy, effort expectancy, attitudes towards using technology, social influence, facilitating conditions, self-efficacy, and anxiety.